Hello. Thank you for joining us as we discuss the Fisheries and Wildlife degree program. As a reminder, my name is Stratton Lee, and I want to introduce you to your Fisheries and Wildlife advisor.
Hi, my name is Jim Schneider. Please feel free to call me Jim. I am the undergraduate program coordinator and advisor for all Fisheries and Wildlife majors. I have worked at MSU for more than 21 years as an advisor for all students interested in or majoring in fisheries and wildlife.
All right, thanks, Jim. How do you describe Fisheries and Wildlife as a major and field of study to students, and share why students generally pick this major compared to some other similar areas?
I characterize Fisheries and Wildlife as an applied ecology program which is focused on the conservation, preservation, and management of wild populations of fish and wildlife species and their habitats. Students select Fisheries and Wildlife because they're interested in our environment. They want to work outdoors, they like to hunt and or they like to fish. They want to become fish or wildlife biologists or managers. They're interested in becoming endangered species biologists, marine biologists, maybe even wildlife veterinarians or conservation officers. They want to work for a natural resource agencies. Students that consider majoring in, say, zoology or animal science or are interested in pre-vet also strongly consider fisheries and wildlife as a potential major.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Are there any concentrations or tracks that are offered through Fisheries and Wildlife?
Yeah, as part of our curriculum, students must select from one of 6 specifically directed concentrations. And so those are conservation biology, fisheries biology and management, wildlife biology and management, water sciences, fish and wildlife disease ecology and management, and pre-veterinary medicine.
Okay, so this all sounds interesting and obviously exciting. For those that are interested in conservation and preservation, wildlife species and habitats, working outdoors, and those that want to work with endangered species. So how many students are in the major?
Currently, we have about 225 students pursuing fisheries and wildlife.
All right. So what job and career opportunities do most students pursue who complete Fisheries and Wildlife? And what are some of those placement rates?
Students selecting FW are interested in careers as fish or wildlife technicians, biologists, or managers. I think I mentioned before, potentially becoming endangered species biologists, water resource specialists, marine biologists, fish and wildlife disease ecologists, wildlife veterinarians, or conservation officers, just to name a few. The majority of fisheries and wildlife careers are with state or federal, natural resource agencies like the Department of Natural Resources, the Fish and Wildlife Service, the Forest Service, and the Park Service. But there are a lot of other career opportunities with educational, nonprofit, and for-profit organizations. Fisheries and Wildlife, bachelor's degree in Fisheries and Wildlife qualifies most students for technician level career opportunities. The types of jobs most of our students are interested will require students to pursue a master's degree.
Wow, there really is a lot that students can do, and this all sounds great. But more importantly, what experiences and opportunities are available for students when they start the program?
Lots of great opportunities. So besides the degree itself, there are many ways to expand and enhance a student's experience at MSU. We have the MSU Fisheries and Wildlife Club, which provides students opportunities to get involved with fish and wildlife management projects right here on campus or in the surrounding East Lansing area. The FW Club is affiliated with both the American Fisheries Society and the Wildlife Society. Besides this more professional student organization, students might also be interested in getting involved in, say, some of the more recreational, say the fishing club, or there's a fly fishing club, there's a birding club. There's also this Zoology Students Association, the Pre-Veterinary Medical Association. There's an outdoors club, and even the herpetology club, just to name a few. FWB also offers minors in conservation, recreation, and environmental enforcement, as well as a minor in marine ecosystem management. But you might also be interested in a minor in forestry. There's a minor in geographic information system. There's a minor in sustainable natural resource recreation management. And there's lots of different minors in a variety of languages. Don't need to forget about all the amazing international opportunities. I personally have been taking students to South Africa to experience their amazing wildlife, but some of the other programs our students have also participated in are programs to Australia, New Zealand, Iceland, the Galapagos, the Bahamas, Kenya, Uganda. Some of our students want to stay closer to home, and so there are several opportunities on outstanding study away programs, including Alaska, Hawaii, Yellowstone, and even right here in Michigan. And finally, I also want to challenge our students to get as much work field research experience as possible, either through summer jobs or internships or working with faculty and graduate students. Fisheries and Wildlife has nearly 50 faculty members with more than 100 graduate students. There are numerous opportunities for our undergraduates to get involved in research projects. In the end, our goal is to provide our students with as much professionally rewarding, fun, and excitement in your time at MSU as you can possibly handle.
Now that's a lot. There's definitely so much students can do, and that sounds super exciting for them. Are there any internship requirements?
The Fisheries and Wildlife degree has what we call an experiential learning requirement. So Fisheries and Wildlife students must complete at least one internship or a study abroad or a study away program or an independent study or a senior thesis before they graduate. We're actually hoping our students complete more than one so they can get as much experience as possible and build a really quality resume.
All right. This all sounds good, but does the major have admission requirements, or is it a limited enrollment major? If so, can you just talk to what that means?
Fisheries and Wildlife is not a limited enrollment major. So a student can become a Fisheries and Wildlife major as soon as they're accepted to MSU.